Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. And like I said, ladies and fucking gentlemen, because there ain't nothing different. Um, it's been a while since I've been on here. It's been quite a while actually. It's probably 5 6 months since I posted a video. I don't know if y'all went and seen any of my other videos. Really don't care, but hey, if you want to check them out, I've got a fucking badass video about fuck Antifa. I got another one that I was just ranting and raving about just all this stupid shit going on in this world today. But I'm here today to talk about gun control. Gun control it's important. It is. It's really important about having control over who gets a weapon, who doesn't have a weapon. I mean, felons, you don't need weapons. Anybody of violent crimes doesn't need a weapon because they've already proven themselves to society that they are violent. So, yes, we need to try our best to keep guns out of the hands of violent people. But it's just like anything else. I mean, marijuana's illegal, methamphetamines are illegal, but you still got crackheads. You still got people running around here smoking dope, fucking just, they don't care. Anybody can get a gun if you want it. If you want something bad enough, you can go find it. You can pay enough for it. You can get it. But it's not the gun that's going to solve anything. I mean, you take guns away from people, you try to ban AR-15s, whatever the fuck you're trying to do. You're just trying to take them out of the guns of the innocent. You're trying to take guns out of the hands of the innocents. And I mean, I've got guns. I've got kids. Guns aren't bad. You you got somebody that's got a gun. They know how to use it. They don't they don't kill anybody. I mean, I've got a 1 year old. There's a gun in most corners of my house. My 1 year old already knows not to touch the gun. I've got other kids. I've got 3 girls and 3 boys, all under the age of 14, and they all have a gun. My baby, he's got a gun too. He doesn't know it yet. He doesn't know he's got a little 22 cricket, and that's what I started all my kids out with, the little 22 cricket. I teach them to respect it. I teach them the ins and outs of it. I teach them how to handle it. I teach them when to shoot, when not to shoot. And I mean, I take my kids out. We shoot very often. We always go out. We have some fun. We'll throw 1,000 rounds down the tube like it's nothing. And I mean, we just go out and have fun, you know. Um, yeah, y'all probably noticed the hole right there in my roof. Yeah, we had a storm the other day. Tree limb fell out. It knocked a hole in it. I ain't got it fixed yet, but anyway. So before y'all bash me on, oh, look at this fucking hillbilly living in a goddamn house and got fucking holes in his roof and shit. No, shit happens, motherfucker, and I ain't had time to fix it. I just got a business off and running up the ground. That's why I haven't been on here for 6 7 months. Got a business rolling. We're doing good. So anyway, back to the guns. Guns don't kill people. People kill people. I mean, like I said, there's a gun in every corner of my house. Me and my family are fine. We haven't had any incidents. That gun didn't jump out the corner and say bang, bang, bang and shoot 3 of my kids. Okay? Take for instance, this is a Ruger Mini 14. It shoots shoots a .223 round, which is a 22 caliber round with a lot more fucking powder. She goes bang, and when she goes bang, something falls. Mini 14, okay, standard Mini 14, Ruger Mini 14. Awesome gun, shoots good, shoots accurate. It is semi-automatic. You pull the trigger, you pull the trigger, and you pull the trigger until this little jewel, this 30 round magazine right here, loaded up with 223 shells, until it's out. There's 30 rounds in here. I can fire them off at any rate. I can fire them off one at a time. I can fire them one at a time at a very rapid rate. I can dump this clip in about 3.5, 4 seconds. Okay? This gun is the same fucking gun, shoots the same caliber bullet, and can shoot at the same rate as an AR-15. So what is any different than a fucking AR-15 and a Mini-14? Let's see here. Mini-14, just about everyone I've seen that Ruger builds has a wood stock. It's all metal. There's no composites. It's heavier than an AR-15. And for you stupid motherfuckers out there that don't know what AR and the AR-15 stands for, it stands for Armor Light Rifle. Not automatic rifle, because they're not automatic. I mean, semi-automatic is not fucking automatic. They'll have a I've never seen a civilian with a 3-round burst. Never seen a civilian other than I've got a couple buddies that work military. They're high security. They're clearance. They do have automatic weapons, but they're because they work security. So, what makes a Mini-14 and an AR-15 any different? Nothing. What makes this gun kill somebody is if you put me behind it. Now you break in my house, I'm gonna be standing there holding this right here. I'm gonna put fucking lead in it until you don't get up. That's what the gun's for. Or if I want to take my ass down off in this woods here, you see that lovely view there? I live on the top of a mountain. There is 180 acres just down that hill down there, and there are deer and turkeys and coons and squirrel, bobcat. The neighbor said he's seen a mountain lion out there. I've yet to see him. He said he's been around here for a couple years. I've got game cameras up. I'm trying to track him. If he's down there, I will find his ass, because I mean, I like to hunt. And people are like, oh, that's mean, blah blah blah. It's just fucking hunting. I mean, fucking the strongest survive, right? That's how it works, even in nature. That bobcat, the supposedly mountain lion, it'll kill a deer. It'll kill fucking rabbits. I mean, it'll kill a baby deer. It doesn't matter. It doesn't discriminate about what it is. But anyway, back to the gun control. You've got these 15, 16, 17-year-old kids protesting gun control. You can't even fucking vote. You can't legally buy a firearm. You can't go to, say, Academy, Cabela's, Bass Pro, walk in there and say, hey, I want to purchase this AR-15. Okay, well, that's regulated. That's a regulation. Okay, a felon walks into the same stores. They do a background check on him. See, he has a felony. He can't buy a fucking AR-15. He can't buy a pistol. He can't buy a 22, for that matter. He cannot legally buy a firearm from a licensed dealer. But say Jimmy Joe down the street down here, he's got a couple guns for sale. He's on a hard time. He wants to sell his gun. He needs some money. He's got to pay rent, you know. So he puts the gun up for sale, Craigslist, shit like that. That gun gets sold to, say, a damn crackhead. Okay. Or don't even have to be a crackhead. Just somebody that is mentally unstable and shouldn't own a firearm. Alright, well, there you go. He just bought that gun on, I guess you would call, the non-regulated market, because Jimmy Joe down the street didn't do a background check. He didn't call the police station and say, hey, I've got this guy here wanting to purchase this firearm for me, and They told him, he gives them a name, they run it. He didn't do all that. He didn't go and cross his T's and dot his I's. Okay, I agree. That part of it needs a little more regulation. You need to be able to see who is getting these guns. But like I said, it doesn't matter. You can have people that don't need to have a gun and can't legally buy one, but if you can find a gun, anybody can get a gun. Okay, so your gun control, all it's doing is it's making people like me that own guns, that are respectful to guns, that know how to use one, teach their kid how to use one. Everybody in my household can shoot. My wife, she'll fucking shoot your ass, and she's very accurate. So if she's in a situation where she has to pull her pistol out of her purse, she's trained and taught just like I was that if you have to pull that pistol, you use that pistol. But you don't pull it until it's time to use it. So, say an altercation happens where somebody cuts in line out in front of her or she's driving down the road, somebody cuts her off. My wife isn't going to just automatically pull her gun out and start fucking shooting. That's not the way we do things. Now, you come in the house, uninvited, middle of the night, middle of the day. You come in my house uninvited, and you will probably not walk out of my house because we're not going to put up with it. But with that being said, with the school shootings and all this shit, well, these kids protesting are the same ones who either are doing the bullying because they think they're fucking entitled to being better than these people, or either they're bullying or they won't stand up to the bully. And everybody has a breaking point. And the way these kids are taught these days, they have no fucking morals. Oop, let me get that sun out here. Let me get around here. Alright, there we go. We get a bit of angle on this. They're not raised like I was. When you go out and somebody pushes you to your breaking point, back when I was in school, you went out after the bell rang, last period, school's out, and you went over to behind the bus barn or to the practice football field, or you met out on we had a little bypass that went around our town. We wasn't a very big town, but we had a paper mill there, so they had a bypass, and we'd go out on the bypass and circle the trucks up, make a little ring. Whoever had a problem, they got in there, you duked it out. One of you beat the shit out of the other. Maybe not. It maybe not been one-sided. I mean, who knows? You might both leave bloody, beat up. But when you got done, whoever was laying on the ground, if you were a good man, I went to school with a bunch of good men. We turned out to be really good men. You get in a fight, you do what you have to do, and when you get done, you pick them up off the ground, you dust them off, you tell them, hey man, you did a hell of a fucking job, man. Come on, this is over. We're done. But these kids these days, they're raised with these fucking video games, man. I mean, like, these parents are so fucking stupid. They go buy fucking consoles, video games, and they'll buy their kids all these fucking games because they don't want to have to deal with them. That's their babysitters. I wasn't raised on a video game. I was raised on a fucking farm in the country. If you ain't got something to do, we'll find you something to fucking do. You didn't go tell my daddy or my mama, hey, I'm bored. Okay, you're bored? Here's a rake. Here's a fucking hoe. Get your ass out in the yard and do something. I got shit that I got to do too. Well, guess what? You just helped me out on my chores. But if these kids were raised like I was, my bad, man. I drank a little bit of beer last night, man. I'm having some. I don't know if y'all heard that, but I'm having some gut rumblings. So, anyway, these kids don't have morals. They just. I mean, I understand it's sad about the school shootings, but these kids are being bullied past their breaking point, And instead of going out and fighting, they see the violence on TV. They see the violence in the video games. They see what happens on Call of Duty and all that. I'm not blaming the video games because it's a game. I play Call of Duty. I love fucking Call of Duty. I get some goddamn Call of Duty, buddy. I mean, on that shit. I love fucking zombies. I like to fucking shoot shit. I mean, I'll shoot shit with the best of them. Well, maybe not the best of them. I'm not that great. But, I mean, I get on there and I give it to my damn best try and I get after it. I'm not blaming the video games. I'm just blaming the parents for teaching, for not teaching is what I'm doing. It's not teaching. And you didn't teach your kids shit. But these kids that are school shooters and shit like that, they don't understand the repercussion because they do it on TV and they do these video games and they shoot these characters on here. I mean, you don't understand what a bullet does until you see what a bullet does. I mean, I've shot many deer, I've shot turkeys, bobcats, stuff like that. Coyotes, I like. Well, I'm a hell of a coyote hunter because we've got a lot of coyotes down there in that valley right there, and they chase my turkeys off, and they'll chase my deer off, and they'll eat the little yearlings and stuff like that. I mean, they're predators. They're hardcore predators. They'll chase down a deer. They'll chase down a little turkey. I mean, they don't care. They're killers. They're natural born killers. So, and they're getting to where they're overrunning here in Arkansas. So, any coyote I see, I don't care. I bust its ass because, I mean, they're getting really overrun. And another thing that's overrun is wild hog. But we're not talking about wildlife and all that shit. We're talking about this gun control shit. So, man, if you want to get back at a bully, this is my message to kids. Y'all listen up, you fucking little adolescents, fucking millennial little bitches. You want to get back at that bully? Walk up and bust that bully in his face. You take this right here. You double that motherfucker up and you make sure it's nice and tight. You walk up and you hit that motherfucker in his nose right there. When you hit that motherfucker in the nose, one or two things are going to happen. That's how much he's going to hit the fucking floor. Or he might get fucking mad and he might hit you back. But I guarantee you, you bust that summit in the nose and you break it, or you bloody that summit, his eyes will begin to water. He can't see. He can't fight if he can't see. He can't hit something he can't see. So, instead of bringing this to fucking, instead of bringing that with you, bring one of these and bring some heart. That'll get it done. To all you out there that like me, to all you out there, all my haters, that's just fuel, baby. I'm not worried about it. And just to prove a point, I'm going to take this right here. Just let you know, this is a Mini 14. Shoots the same fucking round as a fucking AR-15. And it does this. That's how you get it done out here in the country.